still running away with it over in League 2, but can actually Sutton United make it back-to-back promotions? We'll take a look at it. The latest coming at you now. Giving our prediction video today. We're for match number 36 over in League 2, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you've been, stop what you're doing, swallow what you're doing, smash the old subscribe, get you back up to date. All things Rovers related, League 2 related, world football related. We get all here, boys, under one roof. It might not be tight at the top. Of course, Forest Green are running away with it. Of course, top of the pop, 68 points, 8 points clear of the nearest and dearest Northampton. But of course, and they have a game in hand. But what the real race is the race to join them. Who's going to join them? Of course, just 3 points. In fact, what are we looking at here? 3 points separate third place Exeter with all the way down to bloody, what are we looking at here? We're looking at a 9th place Bristol Rovers. Anybody's guess as to who's going to go in the automatics. Heck knows who's going to join them in the playoffs. Of course, all will be revealed very, very soon. But of course, until then, make sure you check out the links down below, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They're the Patreons, guys. So here we go. Let's recap the results. Just a few of them. Actually, a shit ton load of them. Let's get in the deep end. Of course, Barrow against Walsall was a 1-1 draw. Called it, lads. Went with a 0-0 draw. Bradford, of course, under Mark Hughes, 2-1 loss against Swindon. Shit show there. Colchester took 1-0 win over Port Vale. Monster win for them down the foot of the table. Crawley, I picked up a 0-0 draw against Scunthorpe. Called it, lads. Called it. Meanwhile, Harrogate did lose to Hartlepool in the Battle of the H's. Meanwhile, Leyton Orient, 2-2 draw against Stevenage. Called it, lads. Called it. Meanwhile, Mansfield picked up a 2-1 win over Exeter, and I called that one as well. Bang on the Schnarski. Meanwhile, kicking it forward, Newport County with a 1-0 win over Bristol Rovers. Monster win there. Of course, Northampton with a 3-2 win over Tranmere. Called that one as well, pretty much. Meanwhile, Oldham picked up a loss against Carlisle. Of course, inform Oldham. Carlisle, of course, big win for them down the foot. Salford against Forest Green Rovers. Called that one as well with a 1-1 draw. Sutton United, 3-0 win over Rochdale, 2-0 for me. Exeter, 3-1 win over Swindon Town. And Bristol. I've got to count these. I've got to count these suckers up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 9. Bollocks. I thought I might have topped you. Take a look at the table right here, right now. Of course, Forest Green Rovers 68 points on the board there right now. Of course, like I said, Northampton Town 60 points on the board, and Exeter in third in a table. I think that's right. That's right. And yes, like I said before, Bristol Rovers all the way down into 9th. They could mathematically go into 3rd. That's not play. They could just leapfrog the playoffs and go into the automatics. How mad is that? What else are we looking at here? Then realistically, it is 9th upwards for the automatics. Playoffs, of course, you got to get a couple of wins together, Port Vale, Salford, but really I don't think those. I think from 9th upwards it's going to be spicy. Down the further table, of course, Scunthorpe going down. It looks like Oldham could be joining them despite a recent run of events. Barrow also need to get their act together as well. 9 was the magic number, guys. 9 was the magic number. I just smashed it. I obliterated it. I polluted it. I just look at the state of that. Nowhere near. You guys get some time in, lads. Get some bloody time in. Whoop whoop. Well, you're nowhere near. It's like I'm doing it blindfolded. Come on, guys. You let me down. Totton Togaz, Joachim Jakobsen, of course. Big shout out to Joachim Jakobsen, of course, Patreon, of course. But you guys suck ass this week. It's me. Give me the crown. I didn't just win. I just smashed the competition out the park here, boys. And that, of course, just that 9-point piece beats Felius 77, even though. Why is he down there? Lowbrow. Maybe he's only done a couple, of course, for this one. But anyway, you guys suck ass this week. I'm the king. Let's see if you can beat me this time around then, shall we? Let's get the deep end. Of course, big shout out to the guys there, of course, in mini leaderboard. These are the links, of course. Cut 4 Stars League 2. Can you beat me? Can you actually beat me? Get on top of it, guys. So here we go. The next round of matches over in League 2. Of course, match number 36, something like that. It's getting closer to the final 10 or so now. That's what we're saying. Of course, Bristol Rovers up against Harrogate. Bit of a crunch clash this one, sort of. Of course, Bristol Rovers got their ambitions for automatics. Harrogate, of course, maybe have a bit of a sniff for maybe playoffs. We'll see about that. But anyway, pleasure. Just the one time in 20 round. Bristol Rovers picking up the win. It was the reverse fixture, of course. We'll look at that in a minute. Of course, Bristol Rovers just one defeat, past 6 of them, 75% form, up against Harrogate Town, just 1 win and 6 of them, 42% form for them at the moment. Of course, the reverse fixture was a 1-0 win for Bristol Rovers. That was back in October 2021. Of course, kicking off on forward, Bristol Rovers did pick up a win against Crawley, 2-1 win for them on the road. Harrogate, of course, coming to us on the back of a 2-1 loss against Hartlepool. Looking at the odds right here, right now, we've got Bristol Rovers even Stevens with the victory, 5-2 is your Harrogate, and of course 13-5 is your draw. Back Barton's boys here, they're going to go with a 2-0 win for them to take to the house. Kicking on forwards, Carlisle up against Northampton Town. Of course, both got their own agendas, haven't they, this season? Carlisle down the foot, of course Northampton near the top. And now they played each other 18 times in 2003. 4 was to Carlisle, 9 was to Northampton, and 5 draws. Just 1 defeat past 5 for Carlisle right now, 58% form. Up against the Northampton Town side, just 1 defeat in the last 6, 58% form for them as well. Coming at you though, last round in Carlisle was 2-0 win for Northampton. That was back in October 2019. The reverse fixture though in Northampton was a 3-0 win for Northampton way back when. So Northampton coming to this on the back of 3 wins, 3 clean sheets, 8 goals without return coming at you over Carlisle. Kicking on forward though, Carlisle with a 2-1 win over Oldham, and Northampton with a 3-2 win over Tranmere. The odds right here right now, Carlisle 11-5 for the victory, 13-10 is your Northampton, and 11-5 is your draw. Quite tight this one. Going to go with a 2-1 win for Northampton though, on the road, but don't put any money on it because it could go with the either way. Kicking on forward, Exeter City taking on Salford, and again, Salford got ambitions for playoffs. Exeter have got ambitions for automatics. Played each other 4 times in 2019, 3 for Exeter, nothing for Salford, and 1 draw. 75% form for Exeter right now, just 1 defeat at the past 6. Up against a Salford side, just 1 defeat past 6, also 67% form for them for Team GB. Kicking on forward though, last round in Exeter was a 1-0 win for Exeter. That's back in March 2021. The reverse fixture in Salford was a 2-1 win for Exeter way back in October this season. Kicking on forward though, Exeter with a 3-1 win over Swindon. Last round, Salford with a draw against the leaders, aka the Vegans. Of course, coming out the bookies odds for this, Exeter 2019 on for the victory, 2-5 is your draw, 3-1 is your way win. That is, of course, Salford not going to see that here. 2-0 win for Exeter to take it to the house. Kicking on forward though, Stevenage. They're going to be looking on up against Newport County. That's right. Again, both different agendas on the horizon. Of course, Stevenage towards the foot, and Newport County towards the top. Now they played each other 14 times, 2014. 6 wins for Stevenage, 4 wins Newport County, and 4 draws. Of course, Stevenage haven't won the last 7 games, 25% form up against the Newport County side, who just lost once in the past 6, 58% form for them at the moment. Of course, last round though in Stevenage was a 1-0 win for Newport County. That's back in October 2020. The reverse fixture over in Wales, it was a 5-0 win for Newport County as well. Newport County coming to this on the back of a 3-game unbeaten run against Stevenage, and haven't conceded a goal in the last 3. Of course, picking up 6 goals without return. Meanwhile, Stevenage picking up a 2-2 draw against Leyton Orient. Of course, Newport County with a 1-0 win over Bristol Rovers. The odds right here right now, Stevenage are 50-8 for the victory, 29-20 is your Newport County, and 23-10 is your draw. Back there, of course, the 1-0 win for Newport County here over to the Welshies. Kicking off forwards, Walsall taking on, of course, Sutton United, who of course are trying to do the impossible, of course, trying to go back-to-back promotions. Of course, played each other just the one time in 2021. It was the reverse fixture over at in Sutton. We'll get to that in a minute. Of course, Walsall are coming to this on the back of there was just 1 defeat the past 6 for them, 67% form. Up against Sutton United side, also 1 defeat the past 6, however, winning 3 on the bounce. Wow. Kicking on forward though, that reverse fixture in Sutton was a 1-0 win for Walsall. That's back in October 2021. Of course, Walsall picking up a back-to-back 1-1 draws, of course, drawing with Barrow and Northampton Town respectively. Meanwhile, Sutton United did beat Wigan in the Football League Trophy semi-finals. What a season they're having. They beat them on penalties. Wow, they're into a final in their first bloody season. They could take a bit of silverware for them. Of course, back-to-back wins in the league as well, beating Scunthorpe and Rochdale. They're having an absolute firestormer. Of course, looking at the odds right here right now, 8-5 is your Walsall, 9-5 is your Sutton, of course 11-5 is your draw. Maybe a bit of hangover for this one, but I'm going to go with a draw myself. Sutton, of course, will be happy with that in the end. Kicking it forward is the Vegans, taking on, of course, Sparkies, Bradford City. Now, these two sides, of course, played each other 4 times in 2019, 1 win apiece, and 2 draws, of course. Forest Green, though, haven't won in the last 5. Could be a bit of a blip at the wrong time of the season. Of course, 42% form for them right now. Up against the Bradford side, who've lost 5 in the spin, 17% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around, though, in Forest Green, it was a 2-2 draw back in September 2020. The reverse fixture over at Vale Parade was a 1-1 draw back in October. Kicking on forward, though, the Vegans back-to-back 1-1 draws for them. Meanwhile, Bradford coming to this on the back of the 2-1 loss against Swindon. The odds right here right now, Forest Green coming at you 43 on for the victory, 50-4 is your Bradford, and 5-2 is your draw. Gonna go with, of course, a win for the host here, 3-1 win. Sparky's in a bit of trouble already. Kicking off forwards, Hartlepool up against Leyton Orient. Of course, no more Kenny Jackett, he's toast. Hartlepool, though, of course, doing it all right as well, looking to make a push for the playoffs as well. Played each other 23 times since 2002, 11 wins for Hartlepool, 8 wins for Leyton Orient, and 4 draws, of course. Just 1 defeat the past 6 though for Hartlepool right now, 75% form. Meanwhile, back-to-back draws for Leyton Orient, but they haven't won in the last 14 games. Last time around, though, in Hartlepool was a 1-1 draw. That was back in February 2019. The reverse fixture, though, in Leyton Orient was a 5-0 win way back in October. That's when things were going nice. Meanwhile, Leyton Orient coming into us on back-to-back 2-2 draws. Of course, Hartlepool picking up a 2-1 win over Harrogate last time around. The odds right here, right now. Hartlepool coming out 29-20 for the victory, 50-8 is your Leyton Orient, and 9-4 is your draw. Back, of course, the 0-0 on this one. 3 draws on the spin for Leyton Orient in my eyes. Kicking on forward, though, Port Vale will take on Crawley. That's taking place over at Vale Park this coming weekend. Now they played each other 14 times in 2011. 9 wins for Port Vale, 3 for Crawley, and 2 draws. Just one win in the last 6 for Port Vale right now, 50% form. Meanwhile, just one win in 5 for Crawley, 50% form for them right now as well. They've actually won 2, lost 2, drawn 2 of the last 6. Kicking off, although last time out at Vale Park was a 2 win for Port Vale. They've actually won 3 in the spin against Crawley, scoring 7, 8, 9 goals, conceding the 2 over the course of those 3 games. Actually unbeaten in the last 6, winning 5 of the last 6. There's only been a draw in the middle of all that. Meanwhile, picking up the last round, Port Vale with a 1-0 loss against Colchester. Of course, Crawley with a 2-1 loss against Bristol Rovers. Kicking off, although the odds on this one, Port Vale 11-10 for the victory, 23-10 is your draw, 60-5 is your away win. I'm going to back, of course, the hosts here, aren't I? Going to go with a 2-1 win in the end for Port Vale, and of course to add to their tally of recent results against Crawley. Kicking off was Rochdale up against Barrow, a bit of a relegation 6-pointer on this one. Now these 2 sides will take place over in Scotland, of course, coming at you on the 12th of March. These 2 sides, 2 times they played each other in the past, 2 wins out of 2 for Rochdale, nothing for Barrow, and 0 draws. However, back-to-back defeats for Rochdale have them in trouble. 50% form for them right now, up against the Barrow side who haven't won in the last 6 games. However, pick up 4 draws in the last 6, not too shabby there. Meanwhile, last time I played each other was in League 2. It was at Barrow. It was back in October. It was a 2-1 win for Rochdale last time around. Meanwhile, Rochdale pick up a 3-0 loss to Sutton and haven't scored back-to-back games. Meanwhile, Barrow coming to us on the back of a draw against Walsall. Looking at the odds right here, right now. Oh dear, what we're looking at. Rochdale actually 21-20 for the actually 9-4 is your draw. 30-5 is your Barrow on this one. Back, of course, the hosts here to get a point. 1-1 in the end. Into the final 3 now. Scunthorpe United up against Colchester United. Let's get in the deep end on this one. Scunthorpe up against Colchester. A bit of a relegation 6-pointer as well on this one. Also taking place this coming Saturday. Now these 2 sides have played each other 18 times since 2006. 6 wins for Scunthorpe, 3 for Colchester, and 9 draws. Just 1 win and 6 for Scunthorpe right now. 33% form up against Colchester side, who've also 1 win and 6. 42% form for them in the moment, of course, but they're unbeaten in the last 3 games. Kicking off, although last time round at Scunthorpe was a 1 win for Colchester. That was back in, of course, December 2020. The reverse fixture in Colchester was a 2 win for Colchester back in October. Scunthorpe with a 0-0 draw against Crawley last time round. Colchester picking up a 1 win over Port Vale last time round. The odds right here, right now, we've got Scunthorpe coming at you 21-10 for the victory. We have 11-5 as your draw and 11-8 is your away win. That is Colchester. Going to go with the 1 win for Scunthorpe on this one to take it to the house. Into the final stretches now. It's Swindon, of course, up against Oldham. Again, 2 different agendas on the horizon here. Swindon, of course, doing okay. Oldham doing pretty shit, but of course, grinding out the results. Played 35 times in 1993. 12 wins for Swindon, 30 wins for Oldham, and 10 draws, of course. Both 2 founding members of the Premier League right here. Of course, Swindon, though, just 1 win and 3 for them right now. 67% form. Meanwhile, just 1 defeat past 6 for Oldham right now. 58% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around, though, in Swindon, it was a 2-0 win for Swindon back in December 2019. The reverse fixture, of course, in Oldham was a 3-1 win for Swindon. I was going to try and see if I could show the Premier League games or give you the results when they play each other in the Prem, but my data doesn't go that far. Swindon with a 3-1 loss to Exeter last time around. Of course, Oldham with a 2-1 loss to Carlisle. The odds right here, right now. Swindon 10-7 on for the victory, 30-5 is your draw, 70-4 is your away win. That's Oldham. Can they grind out a result? Yes, they can. 2-2 in the end to take it to the house. And then finally, another zinger at the top of the table, though. It is Tranmere. It is Mansfield. It kicks us all off on Friday. Save the first till last. Played each other 10 times in 2003. 2 was for Tranmere, 3 for Mansfield, and 5 draws, of course. Tranmere, though, just 1 win and 6 for them right now, 25% form. Against the Mansfield side, who haven't lost in the last 6, of course, picking up 3 wins and 3 draws, 75% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around, though, in where are we? Tranmere was a draw. It was back in March 2021. The reverse fixture over at Mansfield was a 2-0 win back in October. Mansfield picking up a 2-1 win over Exeter, and of course, Tranmere picking up a 3-2 loss against Northampton Town. Quite tight here on the bookies. 7-4 is your host, 8-5 is your visitors, 11-5 is your draw. Where are you going to go? Going to go with a 2-2 draw right down the middle on this one. Point in the bag for Mansfield, point in the bag for Tranmere, but will it be enough for them to maintain their dreams? Of course, this is the link. Get involved with it. Cut League 2, of course. Hopefully I'll see you back around next time around, of course, which will be early next weekend. But that's it, my friends. Be sure to give us a love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. See you soon for the next one, of course. Whenever that is, boys, we're done right now.